My name is Jose Garnica, representative of A Plus Custom Renovation. I'm here at Mr. John Horning's residence, address 2140 Clemens Road in Scottsboro, Alabama, 35769. The claim number is as stated 1611805. I am here to perform a repairability test on Mr. Horning's property. As you can see here, I came to a creased, wind damaged shingle here. So X marks the spot. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 possibly will need to be manipulated in my repairability test due to the placement of the nails. Of course, it should be nailed here, which then this one should be nailed here, which will nail this one and this one. So these two are nailed together, ideally. I am going to begin. I have a HAG regulated industry standard roofing snake. I also have one of the thinnest kind of scraper tools, if you will, on the market to avoid man-made and further damage. Our objective is, of course, to just replace this one without damaging any of the others. I'm going to begin. Shoot, where's my glove? So this one's unstuck, of course. There's tons of matting transfer here from shingle 1 onto shingle 3. You can see the brittleness of this shingle here and the granules just falling off with this very minor manipulation. The matting is so thin, it's beginning to rip here, and that is by me barely lifting. Of course, I will need to lift 35 degrees 2 to 3 times in a repair for nail removal, shingle removal, shingle installation and nail installation. So about 4 times. And you can see here the brittleness of the shingle again, the amount of granules that I'm just wiping off by barely sliding my tool across these shingles here. So you can see here, I've already began to damage shingle 1 and shingle 3. Again, you can see that granules are like non-existent in some parts here already. So number 2 is already loose. Again, shingle number 4, the damage of the very front of this shingle. Again, there's very minimal granules, and with just the tiny amount of movement I'm doing, the granules are continuing to fall off. So now that I've got these unstuck, number 1, number 3, number 2, and number 4, we'll begin by locating my nail heads here and removing this shingle. So I've got one here. There. Okay. So also I would like to point out, this shingle only has 3 nails in it. Of course, even manufacturer regulation states 4 or 5. As you can see here, there's a nail here, a nail here, and a nail here. So 1, 2, 3. Keep this held up. No nails over here. This shingle is completely ripped up. You can just see the age. The wind is not being kind. Again, the nail head blew right through the matting of this shingle. And again, as you can see, I'm removing the nail from underneath this shingle because the head was pulled right through the matting again. So mind you, that is already damage on my damaged shingle. So I'm going to continue because the shingle is not free to move yet. So I need to remove the nails out of this guy. And again, the shingle ends here and here. So anything above this section, ideally will have this nailed down. Let's see here. So I've got the nail head, nail head, nail head. So again, okay, that one does have it. And nail head. I don't think I'll need to remove that one. Or no. Again, on my undamaged shingle, as you can see, the nail head ripped right through. The nail head is still in the rough here. So it ripped right through. So now, of course, according to the installation standards of the shingle, I will now need to put another nail head, which will leave an exposed nail head, or replace another shingle. So now we have 2 damaged shingles here. Well, 3.
Yeah, I didn't know 4 was coming completely up.
The what?
I didn't know 4 was already coming complete.
Yeah. Okay, so I do have a nail head here in number 2. You can see all of the granules from the tiny bit of movement that I am doing here. I wish I had a dustpan and a broom, but you can see all of the granules just falling off here. Age and weather have not been kind to this roof. See all of the granules that just fell off of that here. Right, so I just wanted to point that out. So of course, I am more damage is occurring in my repairability test here. The integrity of this shingle is very much so compromised. This shingle here is a 38 5/8 by 13 3/16 with a 5.5 inch reveal. And this is a Certainty, the roof collection, Certainty. I have a newer, updated product here. This is 39.25 by 13 3/8 with a 5 5 5/8 reveal. So of course there's a difference here from a newer and an older product. So again, as you can see here, the size difference in this shingle here, we got a good 1/2 inch. So the shingle will then need to be manipulated and cut, which of course is diminishing the integrity of this product. I cannot state for sure whether this is discontinued or not. We will check, but I have a feeling it is. This original product here. So I would like to just, in summary, state the amount of granule loss. Mind you, these are all the granules that came from up here from the shingle I removed. You can see all of this here, right? And that's just with my fingers of me grabbing it. The damage that occurred here, I will need to, of course, apply pressure with this guy here to reinstall the nails for this shingle, and then of course these guys. In lifting these, I am already going to cause more damage than what is necessary in a simple repair. Based on my experience, I feel that they should be inputted for a full roof replacement. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. A+ Custom Renovation. Thank you and have a good day.